to around the pit. It's been a while. Continuing testing this smoker grill combination I want to do. We're going to try and cook up some stuff today. We're going to try and do a Cajun sausage and shrimp pasta. All right, we'll see how well that's going to come out. Shouldn't take very long. Okay. All right, I already cooked some chicken up earlier for tomorrow's dinner, some smoked chicken. But in here I'm putting a tablespoon of butter on these pans here. Get some good pasta going here. I love pasta. And of course, if you see steak on here, a wife, she don't like shrimp. She'll eat sausage some, but she's not a big sausage eater either. So I got her a steak. But me and the grandkid, one of them, we're gonna eat some shrimp and sausage. And one of the boys that's here. So, medium-sized shrimp, already took the tails off. We'll get those in one of these pans here. And I'll put the stuff here in the below, but I got a tablespoon of minced onion, teaspoon of garlic. I kind of doubled it for this one because I'm doing a double batch. But anyway, tablespoon of minced onion, teaspoon of garlic, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of pepper, quarter seasoning of Cajun. I used the Tony's Creole. And there was something else. Either way, I'll put in the description what all I put in there. We're gonna get our shrimp going real good here. And then this is just Hillshire's beef smoked sausage that I love. And once those get good and going, we're gonna add some peppers. All right, as you can see, we got some good heat going. It's bubbling in there. I chose butter to go with my sauce instead of oil, but you can use oil. Nothing wrong with using oil. And I put all the seasoning in here. So I'm gonna transfer some of this into here in just a minute when I add the red and green bell peppers. Okay, so I got a half of each, red bell pepper and green bell pepper. And those are going to go in here in just a minute. And I'm going to start mixing these up here as soon as I get them all nice and cooked. This is some smoked knockwurst, German knockwurst that I'm going to have for lunch. Not part of the meal, but I got them cooking, and the wife's steak is pretty much done. But if you know my wife, she likes beef jerky, not steak. Okay. All right, so I'm going to close this up here and come back in about 5 minutes, as long as it's still boiling, and add some red bell peppers and green bell peppers. All right, we got the stuff transferred, mixed them up. See, it's still boiling. We're gonna get some of this in each one. Get those to get a little tender. Sauteed. Then we're going to add some sauce and some pasta. Try to really cook this thing down. Those are getting pretty tender. Those peppers. That butter's smelling. Oh man, it smells so good. All right, so what we're going to attempt to do now is to see how well this ready pasta is. All right, Barilla ready pasta, Penne. Says it'd be ready in 60 seconds if you put it in the microwave, but we're gonna put it in here. See how well we get this thing to look. more importantly, how well it's going to taste when we're done. So I'll bring you in here in a second. Then we're going to put some Alfredo sauce. Break it up some. Okay. These are good to have. Since I'm using these pans, these mitts here, good to have. So all I'm going to do now is pour some of this jar Alfredo on it. Because if it's already cooked, we just need just classical Alfredo. We just need the liquid to get it up. I'm just splitting them up between the two pans. Again, I'll bring you in here in a second. All right, look at that. There's still a lot in there. So what I do, because I'm cheap, pour a little bit of water in there. I get all my money's worth. And then so what I have as a backup, if this isn't creamy enough, we're gonna pour a little bit of half and half in there. Don't want to break that. All right. But my goal was that butter will help that. And I think it is. Boy, that grill's hot. I just want to get this sauce down in the noodles here, so it cooks them or heats them up better. And that butter's going to pay off. That butter's going to pay off. So if you use oil will probably do the same thing if you use some olive oil or something. But close that and I'll bring you in. And there it is. See, it's boiling. Okay, this one definitely has a lot. I may throw a little bit more butter in there to make that one a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Fluid. Saucy. There you go, saucy. All right, we'll see what it looks like here in about 3-4 minutes. Oh man, hear that sizzle? Hear that sizzle. Had Gracie out here to test it. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you, it is pouch pasta, so it is what it is, but it don't take long. And it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. So we're calling it. It tastes good, and that butter that I put in there too, oh, that's a must. So what I'm gonna do, I thought about cheesing it, but Gracie said no. So we're not gonna cheese it. Instead, I'm just gonna put a little bit more Cajun seasoning on top and serve. Okay, this is Cajun seasoning, Tortoise Creole. Pretty good seasoning. I like it on my chicken wings when I do chicken wings. And we're just gonna put another light coat because it's really seasoned pretty good. And really, I should have kept better time. I should have kept better time. But it wasn't that long of a meal. because the shrimp was already cooked. I thawed it out like the package said in some lukewarm water. Then pulled the tails off. So now we can just dig in. All right, here we go. Plate some of this up. Make sure I get some of that shrimp. Get a little bit of both. Gracie's in there ready. Okay, look at that. And we're going to taste it. This time, bell peppers in there. Ooh. Oh man. Shrimp is still nice and chewy. Definitely gonna do this one again. All right, there you go. Cajun shrimp and sausage Alfredo pasta. I'm Joe with Around the Pit. See you next time.